Nottingham Mencap was formed as an independent charity about 50 years ago, at a time when parents with children with a learning disability had nothing. It was set up so that they could develop social and activity clubs, and of course much has moved on since then.
In the morning I leave for work and I walk up to the bus stop to meet up with my friends and make sure that they've got the change, the right money to get onto the bus. We all look out for each other, and if anybody's taking the mickey out because they've got learning problems, then we just ignore them and carry on as not. We do normal things and we can go to work, go to college and act as normal and have a normal life like everybody else has.
I know what you're thinking.
Right, this is Centre House and this is a shop that we run here.
Hi, my name's Christine Offless and I'm the MVQ retail trainer for Nottingham Mencap. It involves the students coming in 1 or 2 mornings a week, and we train at their pace, which I think is really important because all the trainees are at different levels and working at their pace towards MVQ level 1 in retail. They do practical work, and at the end of it I do an assessment to see whether they're confident and competent in that particular unit. I think they absolutely love it. Most of the trainees just come in 1 or 2 mornings a week, and I think if it were left to them they'd come in full time. The volunteers are very important to the shop. I think without them Nottingham Mencap shop-wise wouldn't be running.
This is the IT suite. We do internet search for information and they do word processing here, and Tone's in charge of all that.
We run the courses for CLATE, IBT2 and IBT3, which are word processing and spreadsheets, access, etc. for the staff and for the students. We are one-to-one tuition where we can. So it helps them relax and they can go at their own speed, and there's no pressure on them to say you've got to learn this. The one advantage we've got over other colleges is we've got no set time. If they take a year to do it, we can take a year. We also allow the students to use the computers when we can, to use things like scanning or searching for things on the internet, things that aren't always covered by courses, the official qualified courses. They absolutely love working on computers. It doesn't matter what they do. They feel like they're using a piece of technology perhaps they can't do at home. You know, they've not got one.
Right, this is the kitchen where they cook for the restaurant.
Right, we provide training for learning disabled students. We cover a range of MVQs. One of the MVQs that we do is a food delivery service. It's called a food and drink. We actually offer training in personal hygiene, health and safety and customer relations. I really enjoy working here because I actually feel the job is very rewarding. At the end of the day, I've got students that actually get to complete units and hopefully full MVQs, but they're also working in a realistic working environment, which is considered in my books as being a really worthwhile thing for them to do.
This is the restaurant which is open to the public.
I have an open door policy and the students are always popping in and saying, "How are you, Alison?" They've changed the buses. I don't know where to get a bus from. I don't know what time it runs. So I have a word with the basic skills tutor who will actually bring this into their training. If you put basic skills into context, it is literacy and numeracy, but people are frightened of the term basic skills. So I decided to call it the Learning Zone. The Work-Based Training Opportunities programme is using City and Girls qualifications so that they can acquire an accredited qualification to go into supported employment, hopefully, and then on to full-time employment. The students don't have to pay. We've been very lucky that we are funded with the community fund. They even get their travel reimbursed on production of a ticket.
The getaway clubs provide opportunities for children and adults during the evenings to make friends and do exactly what they want to do in terms of a relaxed, friendly environment, including outings when those can be organised.
It's just a joy to see the people that come here enjoying themselves. They're ready to come Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday night clubs. They're not saying to Mum, I don't want to go. They want to come, and when you're catering for like 60 people a night, I think that's a wonderful tribute to volunteers.
We've also got another project that's running at Hoppenton House, which is called the Lifestyle Choices Project. There is music, performing arts, arts and crafts, cooking, sport, health and beauty, IT.
Learning disability is something that you were born with, and it's with you all your life. Mental health is an illness which can be cured, therefore there is light at the end of the tunnel. And learning disability does cover a wide range of syndromes, Down syndrome perhaps being the one that most people recognise. The syndromes on the autistic range do come under learning disability. Therefore, we have children with Asperger's syndrome or severe autism and challenging behaviour. So it does cover a wide range. So our job is to go out, raise awareness of learning disability issues and encourage people to volunteer for one of the various activities that we have. And that could be helping in the shop or in the cafe, helping at one of our leisure clubs in an evening, or working with children.
Saturday Club is an activity-based club for children from the age of 8 to 16 with learning difficulties. It's for them to meet friends and for them to socialise. We do arts, we do crafts, we do dancing, music, anything that they want to do. The opening hours are 11 till 4 o'clock. This enables them to have some time here to have fun, excitement, and to do as many activities as possible. For the parents, it provides them with respite care. What I get out of it is a feeling that I'm doing something worthwhile, to see them enjoy themselves, to see the volunteers feel that they've had a worthwhile day here and that it's made a difference. We do days out in the summer, activities to take them away for a day, to give the parents a longer respite, and also we try and provide weekends or a week away where the families feel more benefit. This is all dependent on volunteers. Without them, these children would not be able to come here, and these parents wouldn't get the respite care that they so desperately need.
My name is Isabel Pike, known as Izzy. I work with Nottingham Mencap at Care at Home. I visit families with adults or children with a learning disability. It helps parents to get out and have a break, because sometimes the child or the adult can be very hard work. The parents go out They're around about 10 hours a month, and some of the sits I'm just there for a couple of hours, but some families like to go out and have a longer break. I've gone to this sit now for about 5 years, and during the 5 years I've seen her get better and better. She's able to do a lot more than what she did 5 years ago. I always get a kiss and a cuddle, and she's lovely. She's like part of my family. It gives me pleasure in the sense that I'm helping the other part of the family to get out, knowing that their child is safe and that they will be all right.
I remember being asked when I first came to be a volunteer here what skills I had. And I thought, well, that's done it, because I haven't got any skills. I'm just a mother. But I learnt very quickly you don't have to have college education to be a volunteer. You don't have to have special skills, be an artist or anything. You just have to listen and look and be prepared to do anything, really. But I feel a great satisfaction coming up here and seeing all the happy faces.
None of this is possible without help, and therefore we desperately need help from volunteers who are willing to devote some of their spare leisure time to support the activities that we've got, and also, of course, financial help.
I stick up for people who've got learning disabilities. I've got a brother that's physically disabled, and he's been a part of Nottingham Mencap right through. And I'm giving back something as like a thank you back to Nottingham Mencap for the support and encouragement that Nottingham Mencap gave them outside in public.
It's vitally important that people have the opportunity to choose what they want to do, that we provide them the opportunity of building their self-confidence, and it's fun.